Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Revival of America podcast. This is Jenny. I'm the owner and the host of the Revival of America. Today we have Kerri Kasem in the house with Facem Beauty. So please, everybody, Kerri's going to talk to us a little bit about her pain to purpose and how she became interested in creating her own skincare line. So if you guys have questions for Kerri, please feel free to raise your hand at some point in this podcast. I will unmute your mic and you can ask her a question. Or if you can't speak, there's a little there's my logo and her link on the wall to her website that you can write your comments or your questions underneath that little blurb on the wall. Also, to everybody, be careful who you listen to, who you follow. There's a lot of minutia, noise, bullshit being said out there. So just stay out of those chats, those comment boxes, whatever that are just feeding you the nonsense because it's a wild, wild west. Everybody out there, it's crazy. Let's just say that. Also, too, if you come into the podcast late, everybody, we are being listened to in over 100 countries, so we are making some great positive noise. You can follow the podcast on the podcast hosts, which are iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor, Apple, Google, Breaker, PocketCast, Podbean, Riverside, Amazon Music. The social medias are Jenny Jareed Facebook, at Jenny_Jareed X, at J Jareed Rumble, at J Jareed True Social, at J Jareed Instagram, The Revival of America right here on Telegram, The Revival of America over on YouTube, and then, of course, at the official J Jareed over on TikTok, which I suck at. So I'm trying to get better, but I just still suck. And then, everybody, if you have a story or a journey to tell and you'd like to have your voices heard, please submit your stories to TROA submissions at yahoo.com. We'll get your voices and your story on the show because remember, it's your voices, your stories that are going to help change this new world we're coming into. And then also, last but not least, check out the website, sign up for the newsletter. It is free. It's therevivalofamerica.com. You have Kerri's information over there, John's information's over there, Field's books are over there. You can see what books are available. Let's see, we've created a page for the children. Brain IQ Health is over there. We just had a great show with Rick. So check out the website, everybody. It's great information, and we're just adding to it on a daily basis. So without further ado, how are you, Miss Kerri?
I am so good. How are you, Jenny?
I am doing great. And everybody, I want to let you know I've been using her face stuff and I am just blown away by it. It is so different than any face cream that I've ever used. So I want to congratulate you on that, Kerri. That's it's freaking amazing.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm very proud of it. And I know so many of your listeners have bought it. So I want to also, too, maybe towards the end, we can get some of the testimonials if they're on, because we've gotten quite a lot of people buying. So I really appreciate you, Jenny. I really appreciate everybody trusting me with their skin, with their face. It means a lot.
So yeah, why don't you tell us? There's some new people in here, and yes, I've been getting a lot of testimonials via DMs or emails. So, I just can't tell you enough how excited I am about it, and for your growth to whatever you go into, whether it be makeup, a full skincare line. It's amazing because this is what we need. Like we all know, our face stuff is not good for us. All the stuff that they put into it.
Yep.
They say they're vegan, they say they're this, but are they really, right? I mean, why are the celebrities promoting their makeup, but yet using, all this other stuff and not letting us know about it, right? So
That's
it's
right.
just a big red flag. But for those that don't know, tell them a little bit about your pain and purpose, Kerri, because you came into, I believe, the facial or the beauty industry because of something you went through with Lyme disease. And for those of you that don't know, Kerri is the daughter of Kasey Kasem. So if you remember Kasey Kasem, America's top 40 DJ. I remember listening to it all the time. I think it was weekly, wasn't it? It was every Saturday or
Yes.
Sunday. Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
So this is his daughter, and she's got an amazing story. So I'm going to let you have the floor and take it away, my friend.
Thanks, Jenny. Yeah, my father also too. If for those of you who are too young to remember him, he was Shaggy on Scooby Doo. That was one of the longest running cartoons in history, and did it for almost 40 years. And so yeah, Shaggy on Scooby Doo, and
That's
the
right.
yeah, and he also did. He's over 350 cartoon voices, and he was into commercials and voiceover actor. So yeah, a lot of people don't know that he was also a huge humanitarian and big animal activist, huge. He helped change the law in California for that created, like veal and, just so they could turn around so they could have a soft place to lay down. Like he was arrested for, protesting for animal rights. I just remember as a kid going with him to all these protests. A lot of it was traumatizing because you saw some stuff you didn't want to see, but it really, it shaped me into the person I am today, and who I am and how I eat, and how I respect, my body and animal life and everything. But, it's not a choice for everybody. I was always like, you got to be vegan. That's the only way to go. I don't believe that anymore. But I myself am still a vegetarian, and I grew up that way. But I'll tell you another pain to purpose story too. Before I hit Lyme disease, I was a vegan. I was a vegan for 24 years, but I did not do it correctly. So I think that took a toll on my body. And I don't think I was healthy. And I find a lot of vegans are not healthy because you're still eating all the carbs, the processed food. You're not doing it right. And it takes a lot to be a vegan and do it right without getting sick. I was one of the ones who definitely didn't do it right and got sick. So I have incorporated, eggs into my life, and I have taken out uh, the processed food, the sugars, the carbohydrates. I'm off of all soy, all gluten, and seed oils, which is so 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 important. I know I got a letter from one of your listeners that her child has really bad acne, and what do I suggest? Get off the seed oils. Seed oils are anything that is not, to me, like the only thing you should be cooking in is olive oil, frying in avocado oil, or using that to cook in, or coconut oil. Those are the three oils that you should be cooking with, and only those. So it's very, very, very important. If you want your skin clear, if you want, you want to have internally, like your organs and your brain, you want to stop them from aging. You want your arteries not to have arteriosclerosis. Get off the seed oils. When they came out with the canola oil being heart healthy, that was the farthest from the truth that there was. I hope I didn't turn myself off. No, that was the farthest from the truth. Is olive oil in the Mediterranean diet. Those are people who live a long lives, who have great skin, great hair. And they use a lot of olive oil. Even in the Bible, it talks about how important olive oil is. And it is, it's medicinal. It's good for us. So they took us away from the good oils, and they made us rot with the bad oils. So it is so deadly how bad these seed oils are, from rotting your brain to Alzheimer's and different dementias, to destroying your heart and your gut. And then you start to see it coming out of your skin through acne and blackheads. So that's my skin tip for today. Really get off the seed oils. It's very, very important. The vegetable oils, anything, seed oil. Now it's different when you're talking about cold oils that you're consuming, like black seed oil, borage or borage oil. Those are different. But anything to cook in, anything you're eating, and most restaurants are, use these horrible oils. So you have to ask. And sometimes they'll say, "Oh yeah, we have olive oil," but they're cutting it with canola oil. So you have to ask that too. You want to get off the soy. You want to get off anything that would be toxic to your body that you couldn't eat in nature for the most part. And that will restore your glow. It will give you healthy skin. Your brain will be thinking a lot quicker. You won't have brain fog. Your gut will get restored, and that leads. What does that do? When you restore your gut and you have a healthy gut, you will feel healthier mentally. So if you're dealing with depression, you're dealing with, your kids have, there's all these disorders. I just like, they get angry, they get upset. There's, all these different issues with kids. Get them off of the seed oils. Very important. Get them out of the LED lights, halogen, and um, um, why am I blanking on the name of it? But halogen lights are a lot better. And the other light, why I'm blanking. Jenny, can you help me? Because I always talk about it. Now I'm blanking.
Uh, Halogen, is that what you just called it?
There's halogen, but then there's the ones that are way better. And I know that your listeners are going to write it because I have them all through my house.
Oh,
And it
shit.
costs a fortune. It costs a fortune, and it's incandescent. Incandescent.
Oh, there you go.
So
Okay.
yeah. So my brain, after 11 years of having Lyme disease, I'm really feeling the effects of it. And that's also how I got into this, because like I'll have good days for my brain and bad days for my brain where I can't remember words or names or anything. And those are less and less and less. The more I'm taking care of my brain, the more I'm taking the supplements for my brain. I got off all the seed oils. That helped with my brain fog immensely. I use nicotine patches at, I get these 7 milligrams. I cut them in half and wear 3 on my shoulder every day. And, I take liquid lion's mane, and that really, really helps with my brain fog. And that's a whole nother show, because I can talk brain health and brain fog. But really, for people suffering with acne, for people suffering with, the just depression, upset, emotional mood swings, that is caused a lot of the time by being vitamin deficient. Why are you vitamin deficient? You're taking these seed oils in every day and eating food that are really not allowing your gut to work properly, not allowing your stomach to work properly. So it can take up to 2 years to get all of the seed oils out of your body, believe it or not. Up to 2 years. That's how much it gunks up your arteries, your gut, your brain. It's truly destroying our brains. It's what's causing a lot of the brain fog, dementia, and cognitive um, dysfunction.
Dissidence. Yep.
Yeah,
And
cognitive.
no, just yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Dysfunction. My
dysfunction.
bad.
Dissonance is a
I was like, wait
whole
a minute,
nother,
that's the wrong word.
whole nother topic.
We got 2 more shows that we just talked about briefly, real quick here.
Oh yeah. So yeah, there's definitely 2 more shows. So on that. So yeah, so that's really what led me to also, creating a line that is non-toxic, super clean ingredients, right? So you what you put on your biggest organ, which is your skin, is going right into your blood system, is going right into your body. And I didn't care before I got sick. I didn't. I didn't care that, I didn't even know how bad these different creams and makeup and hair products and nail products and all the stuff that we put on our bodies, how bad it was for me. Nor did I care, because I felt okay. I felt healthy. I was fine. And then when I got so sick for 11 years, this is when I started learning all of this. And this is why I really try and get this out there and this message out there as much as possible. I know it's one thing that you can do is get rid of seed oils, and that's going to change your life. It's going to change your kids' lives. Off the sugar and the processed food, that's another step that you can take. But the first step anybody should take is get off the seed oils ASAP. It's that bad. Now, can you hear? I'm sitting next to. I'm in a house, and they're playing a show next door. Can you hear anything?
No, you sound great. I can't hear any
Fantastic.
background noise. No, you're good.
Great. Great.
Yeah, I
Um,
have a question.
yeah.
Can you name those frying oils one more time? I was just coming on when
Yes,
you was talking.
absolutely. So the only thing you should fry in is avocado oil. That's the safest oil to fry in, is avocado oil. You can cook with olive oil and coconut oil, but for frying, the safest one is avocado oil. Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely. So, yeah, there's so many things that I've learned while being sick that have helped me. And those were them. And what's crazy is when I first got off the soy, the gluten, and the sugar, I dropped weight so quickly. And I was never very heavy. There were times where I was 30 pounds heavier than I am now. But I was like, whoa. And people kept telling me how skinny I was. And I didn't realize it. I didn't see it because I hadn't tried to lose weight, but it just came off my body. Like it was just gone. I got off seed oils completely last year, and I dropped more weight. And I was already, and I'm like, people are saying, oh, you're too skinny. You're too skinny. Bad problem, like easy problem to solve, right? I can eat more, which was wonderful. The other way is harder. And I tried that when I was eating Taco Bell 3 times a day. No joke. I'd gained in college, I gained 30 pounds. My clothes didn't fit me. What's going on? And, it was harder to lose the weight. Now, with how I eat, I can actually eat a bit more. I can eat more. I'm eating more clean. So if I want more food, then I can have it. But believe it or not, when you empty the toxins out of your body, by getting rid of the seed oils, your body's going to start to function and going to take in the nutrients it needs, which is amazing. And then you're not hungry. You don't have these like spikes at night where you want to eat sugar or salt or, snack. Those go away. It's such an amazing thing to have that, where you're not constantly thinking of food or you're not constantly hungry. But when you are heavy, your body is starving. It's starving for the nutrients. So it's telling you eat, 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 right? It needs the nutrients that you're not giving it. And a lot of times you can then go and eat vitamins, or you're eating things that are healthy, but it's not getting through. Why? Because you're coating your entire gut with all these seed oils, and it's not coming through. Nothing's being absorbed.
So, Kerri, can
So
you talk a little
yes.
bit about coconut pulling? I think it's just like taking a tablespoon
Sure.
or something.
Yeah.
It's really good for
You
your brain, right?
It is. So it's good for it to get toxins, and it's taking a scoop of coconut oil and swishing it around your mouth for a few minutes, as long as you can. And what it does is it starts to get the toxins out of your gums. We eat and all that, there's bacteria that goes up into our gums, which goes right, believe it or not, when you have a cavity or you have a root canal, all that bacteria is going right into your bloodstream. Not as bad as a root canal. Root canals can really damage your body and your heart. So if you're sick and you don't know why, and you've had root canals, go get them cleaned out, and get them taken out. Most people now are taking it out and getting the posts put in, and cleaning out the cavitations that are filled with bacteria that go right in your bloodstream and to your heart. So I don't know if you know that, but your root canals can cause heart damage and can cause you to be sick. So a lot of people who have these mystery illnesses that don't know what's going on, it a lot of times goes back to root canals. Get your root canals checked. Very important. So if you're doing the coconut pulling, which is just basically swishing and swishing and swishing the coconut oil in your mouth, it's going to pull out that bacteria, pull out the harmful, whatever might be up in there. So that's a very important thing to do. You can actually go to YouTube and just look up, coconut pulling or mouthwash, coconut swishing, something, and it just shows you how to do it. Very, very simple and very effective. Very, very effective. And so is taking a shot of olive oil too every morning. You can do that. People like that. Or you do the oil cleanse that I do once or twice a year, and that's taking a cup of olive oil, putting betaine and pepsin, HCl. You take 32 ounces of olive oil. You open up 8 or 9 capsules of the betaine pepsin HCl. You can get it for $16 on Amazon, and you shake it up, and every morning you have this cup. Slowly drink it. Takes about 20-30 minutes of olive oil, and you will see parasites, worms, everything come out of you. And it is really great for your brain, really great for your gut and your liver, and it's just a cleanse that I do once a year. It's not easy. It's hard to go through. I suggest doing it on a Friday and maybe ending on Monday, because the last day is a lot easier. Yeah, it's not pleasant, and I've stopped it a couple times where I'm like, okay, I'm not going to do this. But wow, when you go through it, your brain is just so clear. If MS patients do this 5 times in a row, they don't have symptoms of MS anymore. I told this to my friend Jimmy, who gave me a wonderful testimonial. I watched him suffer with this for 20 years. Last time I saw him was a couple of years ago, not even, about a year and a half ago. And he was in wheelchair bound. And I'm like, please just try this, Jimmy, please. And he did it. And he did it with some ivermectin. And he sent me a video of him dancing up out of his wheelchair and doing a push-up he hadn't been able to do in 6 years at that point. And he's just, praise God, praise, Jesus, that I listened to you, and you came into my life, and God brought me to you. And and his wife is so happy. He's literally getting better from a wheelchair and 20 years of MS just through this cleanse. And I think he took 1 dose of ivermectin. So it's so
So,
powerful.
so it's all okay. So it's olive oil. You said
I'll send
ivermectin.
it. Yeah, let me. I can actually now. Let me
Send it to
see.
me.
Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna send this to you so you can put it up. Hold on, right here. Magnets
And while
here.
she's doing that, everybody, if any of you guys have questions for her, please raise your hand. I will unmute your mic. Kerri is here with us every week. So, yes, come up and chat with her. Ask her your questions, you guys, because she's gone through a pain of purpose and she's learned all of this. And it's pretty amazing. It kind of all ties into what John Baxter is doing. What, we just had Rick Anson on from Brain IQ Health. So it just goes to show you what we're doing here. It's all natural. I'm bringing you the natural. I'm teaming up with people that have all natural products, and this is the way the world's going anyway, everybody. So don't be shy. Feel free to ask your questions. Go ahead. I'm a child of King. I'm going to unmute your mic again. Go ahead. Go ahead. You can ask your question to
Any
Karen. Go ahead.
any suggestions for what to do if numbness in the big toe, tingling and burning of the bottom feet?
Yeah, like neuropathy.
I have not been diagnosed, just was
Okay,
diagnosed with diabetes, and I'm wondering if that's what it is. I've
that's
been doing lavender soaks and
yep.
putting lavender oil on it, but it's not working.
Okay, so there is a couple things. The biomagnetic therapy that I do really helps with that. Now, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse. I'm somebody who's healed of Lyme disease and watched biomagnetic therapy help so many people with diabetes. I'm talking people that were ready to either have a transplant or have a limb removed, and it reversed it. I can give you the number to Dr. Marie, who created this type of biomagnetic therapy. It's been around for thousands of years, but she created it and she makes the magnets herself, and they're just literally large magnets with a field. This field is called gauze on a magnet. It's gauze. The field of your gauze. How strong is it? Extremely strong. You're looking at 50,000, 100,000 gauze, where most magnets are 5, 10. Some are 1,000, 10,000. You get 25,000 maybe on Amazon. These go way above and beyond that. And when you're wrapped in them from head to toe, it starts to correct these issues because you start to make 100,000 stem cells per minute with this whole contraption, this magnet chair that she's created, and it reverses that. But there is another way. Um, for diabetes. I mean, obviously, diet is very, very important for diabetes, but hold on, I'm going to get this for you, which this was fascinating that I learned about this just recently. Um, and Jenny, I can send this to you as well, but let me see if I can find this really quick.
Yes.
Let me
And
see
then
here.
while she's doing that, everybody, I'm going to be getting in contact with Dr. Marie, who Kerri is speaking about right now. See if I can get her to come on and maybe do a show.
Yes, yes.
Because this is another individual who's doing this kind of healing. She's been doing it for what, 30 plus years, you
30
said?
years, yeah, and she's
and
incredible.
she's been shut down left and right because what she's actually doing is she's healing people, everybody, not just making them feel better, but she's healing them. And we're seeing a lot of that happen with a lot of these other individuals such as John Baxter and Dr. Marie and other people. And there's another one, the oxygenated therapy with
Yeah,
the
Cocoon, which I want
yes,
to get Aniko on. So
yes,
so
please.
have you talked to her yet or no?
You know what, I don't think you gave me
No, did I not get you guys
Dr.
in touch?
Mary.
Yeah.
No, you gave me Dr. Marie and Dr. Mary's information. I don't have the Onico one, so yeah, I'll need that one as well.
Oh
Please
wow.
and thank
Okay,
you.
I will. Yes, I will definitely do that. Did you see what I sent you? So this is it's chlorine dioxide, and the title is Chlorine Dioxide: The Cure That Was Quietly Buried. And it handles diabetes. Um,
It's
so
on the wall, everybody.
yeah, please watch that. It can handle a lot of things. So that's this is something that you can definitely do. Biomagnetic therapy is wonderful for diabetes and for numbness and for tingling and for neuropathy, any kind of burning. My clinic here in Clearwater, Florida, handles a lot of that. We use a few different machines that are FDA cleared, along with, and there's only a few hundred of these machines in the world. We have one, and it is we're taking people out of wheelchairs and in severe pain, and having within 6 weeks three people, two of them were in a wheelchair. One was hunched over and couldn't move his neck. 6 weeks later, they're running on the beach. And we did a seminar. We played their testimonials, and people couldn't believe it. But we're doing a lot of beautiful things with healing at the clinic here. So if you're very sick or you know somebody who is, please, please, please give them my number. I talk to people every day, and we help people every day. So yeah,
And
that's definitely my pain to purpose is I went through this. I don't want anybody else going through this. I don't want anybody else spending $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 mortgaging their houses, using, all the money that they've saved to try and get better. And then when you run out of money, these clinics go, oh, sorry, well, that's the best we could do. That's not okay for me. That's not, I couldn't do that to somebody. So my treatments are, on the low end, and we get results. So I've seen too much tragedy when people can't get better, and I
Well,
brought
what is
it out here.
bad is it wakes me up at night.
Yeah,
I have only had maybe 4 hours of sleep in the last 3 nights.
yeah.
That's how bad it's gotten.
Well, we can definitely do something about it. Take my number, and you can talk to me and another naturopath here, Calvin. We work together, and in tandem with the biomagnetic therapy and these frequency healings, we are changing people's lives.
Now, how do we find your number?
I'll give it to you. I'll give you the one to my clinic, and you can talk to me. You can talk to Mindy. We are there every day. It is 727-426-0110. Yeah.
And also too, Kerri, you want to touch a little bit about because this is another person I'm going to try to get on. Kerri briefly just mentioned a cocoon. She talked about it on the last show, but it's another type of therapy that people can do that's actually they're healing people. So it's the cocoon
Yeah.
oxygenated therapy. So go ahead, Kerri.
Yeah, it looks like a bathtub with water in it, but it's not. It's highly pressurized, like a liquid oxygen. And I did that. That's what I did for 9 months, 2 weeks on, 10 days off, 2 weeks on, 10 days off, 2 weeks on. So a lot of people don't have that time to move to Las Vegas or Los Angeles and do these baths. So, the biomagnetic therapy, if you do it more, you can get healed quicker. But even if people can't, once a week you could do these and you're still going to get better. So yeah, but I was lucky enough that I could do both modalities. I learned about the biomagnetic therapy through somebody at the Cocoon Water Spa, Calvin, who's now my business partner, and we run the clinic out here um, in Clearwater, Life Body Wellness Center. And we're actually opening up our own center, so that is almost done. And then we'll have our website out. We'll have everything. Hopefully by, maybe in the next week or two, I'll be able to share all that with you, which we're very excited about. Well, we've been working out here in this area for a year and a half, but we've decided to team up because all of our clients were going to both of us. So, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, everybody. If you guys have questions for Kerri, please feel free to raise your hand and ask your questions to Kerri. And then Kerri, obviously, talk about your skincare.
Sure. So yeah, so this is, I think we talked about this before. I know many of you have heard. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Let me get back on to Telegram here because I was looking up stuff. Here we go. Okay. So it is a non-toxic anti-aging cream, and it's won 2 awards. I'm very proud of it. It is, hydrating, it's anti-aging, it's brightening, it fights acne, it has antioxidants. You can wear it under makeup as a primer, and you don't need any serums with it. So here we go. And then I'm going to read you the ingredients, some of the main ingredients in here, which really are incredible. You've got aloe vera, you've got microalgae. Microalgae is so great for tightening the skin, and it's instant. It's an instant tightening. Aloe vera is very, very, it's medicinal for the skin. It's hydrating for the skin. There's MSM, there's vitamin E, You have plant collagen, which is fantastic. Lots of vitamin C, and I mean, there's just so many different fruits and sugar canes and B5, and there's green tea in here. But what the main ingredient, the secret, I guess you could say, to this cream that nobody has is serotonin. Serotonin, when applied to the skin, immediately plumps it up. It's like hyaluronic acid, so it pulls in the water, right? So people say, I think I'm crazy, but I feel like it works instantly. That's because it does. You're going to get a bit of lifting and tightening along with plumping immediately. And throughout the months of using it, your skin is going to look fresher, more, it's going to have a glow, it's going to look tighter, your texture is going to look better, your pores are going to look smaller. It does do some lightening of, dark spots. It's not a skin lightener per se, but it is really, really great. And I started using it actually on my body. I started seeing this crepey skin, and I just started using it, and the crepiness started to go away. I use it on my chest as well, my neck, and it is a phenomenal product. But what I'm really proud of is the fact it is completely non-toxic, and it's made in a lab by a woman named Autumn Blum, and she has a lab called Stream to Sea. She goes even her like, she's more stringent than the lists for reef safe cream, reef safe products like ocean products. She's so stringent that if there's an ingredient she doesn't like, it's not being made in her lab. And we were okayed, and there's very few products made in her lab. We are one of them. So I'm very proud that it's that ethical and that good. This is not something that I just slapped my name on. It took me 8 months to make with a woman named Angie Chacon, a master formulator, and we kept trying it out. Okay, it needs more moisture, needs less of this, less of that. We had like 4 different iterations of it, and we went back to the third one. So we the first 2 needed more hydration. The third one was great. We're like, okay, let's just add a little more of this. And it was like, no, people were like, no, no, the third one, the last one was the best. So we ended up with this, and then we tested it with a ton of people, and it tested fabulously. People loved it. I had people who do skin shows. That's what they do for a living. They reordered, which was such a huge compliment to me. Or they would ask me for a free jar, right? And that was great. And then the 2 awards that I won, I was on Bloomberg's Greatest of 2024 for new anti-aging cream, and Skin Anarchy, a skin podcast, gave me their 2024 Best New Anti-Aging Cream. So I was very proud of that. And then I got into the VIP bags of the Dave Asprey conference just a couple of months ago. And then a month ago, I got into the Modern Day Wife in Beverly Hills. It was a bag. They put the cream in all those VIP bags. So it's doing well. I'm very proud of it. And I do want to go on and create more of make the line bigger, right? Maybe do an under eye cream. We already have it, and we're probably going to put that out this next year. I'd love to do makeup. I have been approached by someone to do a completely non-toxic makeup line. So hopefully that will be in the future, which I'm very excited about. But I stand by this. If it doesn't work for you, you don't like it, maybe it's a little, it's for sensitive skin, but some people just, they feel like it doesn't work. That's okay. You can return it. I'll give you your money back. But we have a great sale. It's for Jenny and for you guys. It's $89 instead of $149, and it works. It just works. So I'm
So
very
she's
proud of it.
and you should be, because I'll tell you, you guys, I'm using it, and when you you almost feel it instantly when you put it on, and you can feel that tightening of the skin. It's absolutely amazing. And I am a person, like, I use El Maquillage right now. I've got all, their cream, their under eye stuff, and I'm just like, I'm just dying because I do my subscription or whatever. So now I'm not going to be using that anymore, because now I've been using Kerri's and I really like it. So and you don't need all of that all that other stuff with it, the eye cream, the primer, all, it's like she says, it's just, it's like all in one. And she's, she's not lying. When you start putting it on, you start feeling that tightening of it. And it's absolutely phenomenal. And you really, a little bit goes a long ways. I was actually pretty surprised because I started out with a little and I was just like, okay, it keeps going. Like, okay, I can go down to my chin and over here. So yeah, I'm very, very impressed. And trust me, I've used a lot of different products, and this one, I've never had one that has felt like this before. And that is straight up the truth, because you don't get this on this instant like tightening and lifting feel, right? So and I know many people of you that have been on here that have tried it, ordered it and tried it. Even the testimonies you've been giving me, as well as Kerri, it sounds like you've reached out to Kerri as well. They've been really good. So if you guys are here and you have tried it, please give a testimonial of what you think about it, because it's really good stuff. So and I did put the code on the wall for you guys. So if you guys are interested in trying it, it is on the wall. So she has created that code for you guys, for the audience. So check it out. It's good stuff, everybody. Robin Writing, did you have a question? Go ahead. Your mic is unmuted. You can ask Kerri your question.
The olive oil recipe that you have on there, what was that
Yes.
for?
That is for
It's
a cleanse. Oh, yeah, it's a cleanse. It's great for your gut. It's great for your liver. It's great if you have brain fog. What it does is it gets rid of parasites. It gets rid of worms. It's basically this intense cleanse. It is not easy to go through. I suggest cutting it with lemon. So you take fresh lemon, and when you pour yourself that cup of olive oil with the betaine and pepsin, that you must make sure it's really, really. What I like to do is pour the olive oil out. I put the betaine and pepsin capsules. You take apart. I think it's 8 or 9 of them. I'll find out exactly. It might say, it does it say in there? I think it's 9 maybe. And you put the betaine pepsin in there, and it's all in one capsule, by the way. Betaine, pepsin, HCl, it's one. You stir it in there, and then every morning you pour yourself a cup and then put some lemon in it. Take 20 to 30 minutes to just sip it and get it down. You probably won't be hungry for the rest of the day. Um, and it really does, it just gets the junk that's in your liver out of there, your gallbladder, kidneys. It's really a powerful cleanse. And then, so people who have brain fog, or you're feeling sluggish or exhaustion, this is phenomenal for that. And you might need to do it, not just once, but some people do it 2 or 3 times. And if you have MS, you want to do it 5 times in a row. And it's just, it's what I had to do when I had Lyme disease. And I'll tell you, the first 2 times I didn't get through it. But then when I did, the third time I tried it, I got through it, and I felt like $1,000,000. My head was so clear. I remember I could use my brain again. And it was so neat being able to use my brain when having such, I had with Lyme disease, it really attacked my brain. It attacked my memory, my ability to think clearly. I was doing talk radio. I'm a talk radio host for 27 years, and I couldn't remember what I was going to ask my guests. I could fake it because I'd been on air for so long, but it was not pretty. I got on and I started to get a little worried that I was going to sound like something was wrong, because there was. And I actually ended up quitting my live radio shows and moving to Vegas and doing Cocoon, and that did restore my memory, thank God. Um, so but this cleanse is very powerful and works very, very well.
Wonder, like somebody like me that has no gallbladder, how will it affect me?
I think you're okay. I can definitely check with Dr. Marie, who created the cleanse, and I can get back to you on that. I'm pretty sure you can. I don't think it's gonna harm you in any way, but I will check with Dr. Marie. And here is Dr. Marie's number for those of you who just want to call her. You're interested in the magnets. If you're not near a facility, which we have one in Los Angeles, Ukaipa, which is close to Palm Springs in California. There's one in Vegas. I have one here in Clearwater. There's one in Fort Myers, Florida. I think Minnesota, there's a city in Minnesota that has, I think, several biomagnetic chairs. But there is a large belt that has these large magnets on it that you can wear around your gut, around your kidneys, around your legs. You can move it anywhere. People who have breathing problems wear it on their chest. They sell those, and those run about $1,400, $1,395, and so let me give you Dawn and Marie's number. Dr. Marie is a doctor of metaphysics, and she's the one who created this, and Dawn is the one who runs her clinic. So their number is, let me see, and we could definitely get Marie on, for sure. Let me see this. Hold on.
Here, I've got it for you right here.
Oh,
The number,
fantastic! Thank you.
the number is 951-743-6903. Yeah, and if you guys have more questions regarding that, reach out to me at therevivalofamerica@yahoo.com, and we'll get you guys in contact and get your other questions answered for you. Did that answer your questions, Robin?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes.
All right,
So
go ahead, Linda. Your mic is unmuted. Go ahead, Linda.
Hey, with all the disinformation and stuff out there, Jenny, I trust you a lot. You bring so much information out to the people.
Well, thank
How
you.
do we realize that this one is real, this one is not? I love everything you show me. It's awesome. Very awesome. I like a lot what you do. There's some days you're like, what the heck? Who's right? Who's wrong? How do you fix this?
well, for me, I can give you what I did. I went through so many different types of therapies that did not work. And so when I came to one that worked for me, I wanted to spread it everywhere. So my feeling is, if you're sick, trust your gut, go with whatever feels right to you. Because if something doesn't feel right to you, no matter how much you do it, guess what? You're probably not going to get better because you don't believe in it. So
Amen.
it's very important
Amen.
that you do what works for you. That's very important. I tell that to people. I say, if you don't think this is going to work, don't do it. You're already one foot is out. Go find something that you believe in wholeheartedly. And that is how, just with me, it's just I kept trusting my gut, and I kept finding things that started to work, and that's how I got healed. And it took me 11 years to find it. And so, do the cleanse, see how you feel. If you feel great, well, maybe you try something else that I've suggested. Or if it doesn't resonate with you, don't do it. Find something that does resonate with you. And there is a lot of, I stopped trusting the science and doctors when they couldn't make me better, or they tell people it's in their head, or they tell people to stay away from, they'll give you a open heart surgery, and then you get out of that and you're eating beef and jello and bread, the same thing that puts you there in the first place. It doesn't make any sense to me. Our health, I'm just so thankful that RFK Jr. is in the White House, and that he is doing something about this mess that our country has put us in. Unfortunately, we used to be the healthiest country and the strongest country in the world. We are not anymore. We are. I think we rank 70, if I'm not mistaken. We've horrible toxins in our food, and and unfortunately, they knew about this. They know how harmful seed oils are. Did you know that canola oil was actually made from machinery? Canola oil,
Oh, wow.
machinery. Yeah, that's what it was. And oh, this is cheap. Let's now give it to people to eat. It's heart healthy. It wasn't, and they knew that from the beginning. All the red dye, all the just the fake sugars, just neurological poisons. The aspartame was put through I think Donald Rumsfeld bragged that it went through FDA faster than anything. And the aspartame was a sugary substance that was made in one of the like NASA or aerodynamic plants. Like it was once again for machinery. And this is what we're putting in our bodies, and we're drinking it in aluminum cans, aluminum that's being found in Alzheimer's patients and dementia patients, and putting metal through our body. So not only are we drinking out of these aluminum cans, we're now drinking aspartame, which is a neurological poison and a depressive like type of chemical. So you're going to eat more and you're going to be more depressed. Immediately you're going to get that little high, right? You're going to have that caffeine high and that chemical high, and then you are crashing. And it's gonna the
I had
aspartame
this
and
today too.
what?
Salt water.
Linda, are you asking Kerri a question? Your mic's open.
Oh, sorry. No.
Go
I,
ahead, Kerri.
Yeah. I'm just, I mean, you'd stop me whenever. I'm just giving you just, what I've learned from being so sick. But Linda, whatever, if something resonates with you, you go for it. Stop listening to, everybody else. Listen to your heart. Listen to what God is telling you. Listen to what is your gut. And we've gone so far away from that, right? We've gone so far away from this, and there's so many lies out there. And what I look at is I follow the money trail. Like, who's making all the money off of this? Who's telling you not to do this? If somebody is telling you not to do it, where are they making money? Are they making money selling some kind of drug? Are they making money misleading you into something else? And that's what, that you can also do that. It's not very hard to look at, when somebody tells you, oh, olive oil is not better. Well, what are they selling? Where are they making their money, right? So that's what I look at.
Yeah, I agree. If it doesn't resonate, it's like I always say, be careful who you listen to, follow what you're putting in your mind, because it's a thing. If it doesn't resonate with you, get out of it, don't listen to it, whatever it is. That's the same thing with anything, right? If this doesn't resonate with you, then don't do it. If it does, then check into it. I mean, Kerri is talking about her experience and what she's gone through, and how she actually had healing, and she knows people that have had healing, whether it be through the biomagnetic healing therapy, the oxygenated water therapy. Just there's so much. John's frequencies that we're doing. I mean, this is all the wave of the future, everybody. We are pulling away from what we have been taught and known for so long, and you know what that is big pharma. So that's gonna be a thing of the past here real soon, everybody, because it's that continual hamster wheel. They problem action solution, right? They give you that next pill to get you on your next pill to give your next sickness. It's just a nonstop hamster wheel, and they're not healing you. They're just sustaining, I guess. They're just maintaining what the inevitable in their mind could possibly be. So it's like I always said, if you're looking for hope, encouragement, John Baxter's giving it. Kerri's giving you some alternatives here. We've got Rick Anson right now with Brain IQ Health giving you alternative solutions from the supplements that we take that we know they just pass through our bodies, and they don't really do crap, right? It's one big lie. And it's like Kerri says, if you can't eat it from the ground or from a tree or whatever, then we shouldn't be probably ingesting it into our bodies. And that's the truth. That's what we've been finding out. All this stuff that we've been given, all these dyes in our foods, all these artificial flavors and stuff in it, this is what's killing us. I mean, a lot of the stuff that we put in our bodies has petroleum in it. That's gas. Like that's not good. So yeah, if it doesn't resonate with you, I think at this point in time, when you have somebody like Kerri or John Baxter coming in and talking their pain to purpose, why did John and how did John create anti-aging? He had a neck injury. Kerri had Lyme disease, and she's telling you everything that she's experienced. You listened to Rick on the last show and how he used to be with Big Pharma, and now he's taking what he's learned over there and turning it into the better for we the people. So I think that's really huge too, when people are coming out and sharing their stories. of healing and other options. So just keep that in mind, because everybody, this is the world we're coming into. The big pharma and all that stuff is going to be a thing of it's a thing of the past.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, let's, from your lips to God's ears, because we have been poisoned. And there's, what is it? I think it used to be 7 out of 10 people that went to a recruiter or in the military were accepted. I think now it's 3 out of 10. Something, it's terrible. There's 70% of the people who walk in, they said, are not accepted. We have major problems with our food and our over vaccination, and really destroying the health of our country, and especially children, which is so sad. So if people, I know I see that many people got on, since I've been talking, but I do want to reiterate, get off the seed oils. It is deadly. And the only oils that you should be eating are olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil. And for frying, the only thing you should fry in that is safe is avocado oil. Very important for your brain, because it's eating our brains. We're seeing a lot of brain deterioration, brain fog, exhaustion, and horrible, debilitating memory loss and Alzheimer's, and different types of dementias that nothing can be done about it. But also destroying our guts. And when you destroy your gut, it comes with a whole bunch of problems. Not only does it give you issues with vitamins and vitamin deficiencies, but it also affects your mood and causes depression. And these horrible oils that we're eating, these seed oils, cause arteriosclerosis, hardening of the arteries, and affects our hearts. So if there's one thing I beg of you, even if you're still on the sugars of the processed food, get off of the seed oils. And in the processed food, there's a lot of seed oils. You're looking at sunflower oil, you're looking at canola oil, vegetable oils. Get off of it, and you'll see a massive change in you, in your children, in your lifestyle, in your brain, everything. So yeah, if there's one thing I can just impart and make your life better, get off the seed oils. It's that deadly and that important. Your mood will lift, you'll have more energy, and your brain will work better. So will your heart. But you won't, I don't know if you'll feel that, but you might.
I love that, Kerri. Go ahead, Linda. Do you have any other question for her? For Kerri? Linda, go ahead.
I do.
Yeah.
I do not like. I am 60, gonna be 62 years old, and my parents had a farm / we did a lot of gardening. And like I render my own fat.
Great. Yeah.
Yes, and I absolutely love that flavor. Like
Yeah.
frying it in, pork fat. And
Sure.
I know now I hear it should be beef fat. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything besides seed oil is fine. Like, and I'm just talking oils, but if you're like in beef tallow, I'm vegetarian, I won't use it. But if you have beef tallow, if you're using real butter or ghee, much better to cook in, right?
Absolutely. I feel the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah. So
I
you're you're
absolutely.
you're you're good.
Aw,
Mhm.
God bless. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Anybody else have questions for Kerri? Please feel free to come on up and ask your questions. Don't be shy, everybody. And check out her website, everybody. She did create a code for all of you ladies in here, or even men that want something different when it comes to the facial cream, and you can use it for your whole body. Check it out, everybody. Like I said, I'm using it. I'm very impressed. I'm not going to be continuing on with my other stuff that I've been using because I've got Kerri's. But I mean, you'll know what I'm talking about when you get it. It's like an instant dealio. So yeah, go ahead. If you guys have questions, I encourage you to talk to her. Don't be afraid. All right,
Yes, I
Carol.
love talking to people. Like, I've done radio for 27 years, live talk radio, and I love talking to people. And even if you have a different opinion than I do, I am respectful. I will listen to you, and maybe I'll learn something from you, right? So I love talking to people. It is great. By the way, this is great for men. My cream is great for men. It's great for teenagers. It really is. It does work. I am going to create a men's line. It's going to be a little different than the women's. But you know what? The men use my cream and love it. And I've gotten men getting a skin routine, and a lot of them don't, and they don't like how dry their skin is getting, or they're really noticing their wrinkles. And this does help, and it does help without any injections or Botox or anything like that. It's not going to be as significant, and you're not going to go, oh wow, like overnight when with using fillers and Botox, very different. But after a while, you are definitely going to see a more youthful appearance. Your skin will look plumper, will look better. And so, yeah, my friend Mac, who's in his 70s, he's using my cream, and he said, I keep getting asked what I'm doing for my skin or if I've done anything.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. He looks great. So I was
Well, and
very happy about
everybody
that.
too, you're seeing a lot of these people that have done the Botox, the fillers. I've never done any of that, but a lot of these people they're taking it out, and because they just feel like it does something different because it doesn't move anywhere, it doesn't it doesn't dissolve in your body or anything. It just kind of sits there, right? And so yeah, a lot of people are taking them out of their face and their lips. So I highly recommend you try Kerri stuff. I really love it. Carol, go ahead. Your mic is unmuted. Carol B. Go ahead, Carol. Your mic is unmuted. Hit the blue button.
The blue button. Hi,
There you
many
go.
blessings, divine gratitude.
Yes.
Any suggestions on toenail fungus? I've done and tried
Yes.
everything. Oh my God.
Frankincense. Frankincense
Oh,
will really, really help. Also, if you've got skin like it looks like maybe a growth or something that you're worried about, just tap on frankincense, right to a growth or to fungus or to anything. That will definitely will help you. There's
okay.
also something else that does help with that, and I'm blanking on it right now. There's another thing you can add to the frankincense, but I can write that down, and when I come on next week, give you the exact answer. But frankincense, I'd start
Okay.
doing that right away. Yes. Also do
Thanks.
a
That's
whole body
wonderful.
cleanse. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Many
Yeah.
blessings. Have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
Bless you.
Bye
Thank you.
bye.
You too. Bye.
Thank you, Carol. Terry, you should do all these referrals that you put out. You should just add them to your skincare line and make
I
a
know I should.
frankincense
People
now.
tell me that all the time. They tell me that all the time. I know. I know. Yeah. See, I'm writing it down. Toenail fungus. That will help. But there is one other thing you can do too.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay.
Add it to
Yeah.
your list.
Yep.
All right, everybody.
Thinking
Any
it up.
more
Yeah.
questions for Carrie? If not, Carrie's going to be back here next. I don't know if it's going to be Wednesday because I'm looking at Wednesday. It'll be sometime next week. I'll get with her schedule and we'll get her tied down, her and Rick. So here's a quick question. Here you go. Robin, go ahead. Your mic is unmuted. Go ahead, Robin. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say this is kind of ironic, but my father-in-law and his parents owned a Standard Oil jobber, which carried gasoline and diesel and oil to people. And my husband worked for Eli Lilly,
Mm.
and I I was totally
Mhm.
against any drug that anybody ever took. So we
Yeah.
kind of had a little bit of head beating there.
Yeah. I can understand. I can understand that. Absolutely. I can understand that. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, Robin. And Carrie, what do you want to talk about next week? We talk about two things we can make two shows out of.
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about anything. I'm so good with whatever you want to talk about. I have other stories. I have things I could talk about my dad and that whole saga that I went through, and then the
Yeah.
podcast that I did for Audible, which is now everywhere. You can find it on Spotify. You can find anywhere that podcasts are are listened to, and it's called Bitter Blood, Kasem versus Kasem. And that
Oh,
was a whole thing that I went through. So if people want to listen to it, it's 4 hours. So it's like a true crime. If you like true crime, you're gonna like this because that's really what it was. And it was like watching, I couldn't even believe I was in this crazy, it's just my story didn't get out there. Um, it did a little bit with different documentaries and different things, but this one was really it was a labor of love. It took me a year to make, and it actually tells both sides because we do get Jean's side out there. My stepmother, who kept my dad away from all of his friends and family, and we tried, to do to give her the benefit of the doubt, which was the worst thing I've ever gone through, is having my dad taken from me and not being able to see him in the last year of his life, which was to be the last year of his life. But I won an impossible case, and it shows kind of like how I did it and what went on and things you didn't see in the media when that whole story broke. So it's called, yeah, Bitter Blood, Kasem versus Kasem, and I can talk a little bit about that. And that's, that's it was just
Yeah,
released, yeah. It was
I
released a few
remember.
years ago, but it got, now it's
Yep.
on all the platforms, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing about that. So yeah, I would love to hear about that because, of course, if the media, they always put out the not the truth, right? So
Yep.
but yeah, I would love to hear any and all of that you have to share. And because I love what you've done with your whole, the beauty care line, and how you cured yourself from Lyme disease. And I think this is just, it's just all huge, and people get to know you better as Kerri Kasem, and not just the daughter of Kasey Kasem, right? So I love
Yeah.
that.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah.
All right, sweetie. Well,
Okay.
everybody, Kerri will be here next week. So if you guys have questions for her, think of your questions, everybody. Or if you just want to kick back and listen, that's fine. At some point, we'll probably do some videos with Kerri so she can
Oh, that'd be
showcase her
fun.
product. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're kind of in limbo right now, right? Are you going back to LA anytime soon? Or are you there in Florida for a while?
I'll be here towards till the end of the month, and I have to go to Lisbon, Portugal for a photo shoot. I don't have to. It's just a
Oh,
really,
damn.
yeah, perk of the job. So it's awesome. And then I'm back in LA for a couple weeks, and then I'm back out in Florida.
Oh, you're traveling Wilbury. Well, either way, we'll make it work. This podcast, we can.
Oh,
It's mobile, right? You can get
yes.
on anywhere.
Yes, it's true. And I do have a story about the traveling Wilburys. If you ever want to
Oh,
know about that, it's a very cool story. So you
I
ask me
love it.
next time. Write it down.
All right, I got it. I'm writing it down right now.
Okay,
All
it's a
right,
fun one.
Kerri.
Okay. All
I
right,
appreciate it,
guys.
girl. We'll talk
My
to you
love to
soon.
all
Thank
of
you.
you. Big hugs, blessings.
God
Bye.
bless. Take
Bye.
care, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.